So first of all, you can manually invoice multiple shipments by using the get shipment lines function in a sales invoice. So let me show you this, and I've prepared this scenario by creating two sales orders. So let me show you for the same customer. So in this case, sales order number 12 and 13. So, and very important, these sales orders are shipped but not invoiced. So let me open the first one, number 12. So you will see a very simple sales order with two items. And if I scroll to the right on the lines, you will see that the quantity shipped is 10 and 8, but everything still should be invoiced. And the same goes for the second sales order, number 13. Now, we agreed with this customer that we will send one invoice for both shipments, so for both sales orders. So let me show you how we can do this. So first of all, I will create a new sales invoice. Then I will, of course, enter customer 20,000 because that's the customer of this scenario. And now this is very important. I will not enter the lines manually, but instead I will click here on Line, Functions, and then select the Get Shipment Lines function. So this will now show me all the shipped non-invoiced items for this customer. And like I just said, so these resulted from posting the shipments of both sales orders. So I will select everything because I would like to include all these lines on my sales invoice. I will click on OK. And now you will see that these lines are inserted on my sales invoice. So now I can double check if everything is correct. And it's even possible to, for example, change quantities. But I will stick to the original quantities. So everything seems to be correct, which means that we can now post the document. And there we go. Now, instead of creating the sales invoice manually, you can also run the combined shipments function. So let me do this. I will use a search function and search for combined shipments. There we go. So in this function, we'll create sales invoices for all shipped non-invoiced items. So the function will do the same as I just did manually. So first of all, we need to enter a posting date and a document date, and then you can enable a number of options like calculate invoice discount, whether to post invoices immediately, and so on. You can, of course, also filter on customer details because maybe you don't want to run the function for every customer. And then by clicking on OK, you will see that Business Central will create sales invoices for customers that have shipped but non-invoiced items. So in this case, you will see that two invoices are created. Now, because I didn't select the post invoices field, Business Central has created non-posted sales invoices. So this means that first I can double check the results. And so the invoice 27 and 28 here in my list are the invoices that were created by running the function. So if you open the invoice, you will see the same result as in my manual example. So a reference to the shipment number and then the item or items that should be shipped. And now I can, of course, click on Posting, Post to invoice this customer.